Here I have some pork skin, and I did wash it, soaked it in some vinegar, salt, and water for about 45 minutes. I also used this little razor blade just to go over, just to make sure there were no little hairs anywhere. So that's already done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just cut this in half, and I'm going to put it on this tray and put it in the refrigerator overnight so that it can dry out some. And then tomorrow we'll fry these babies up so we can make us some pork cracklins. It's easy just to take a pair of scissors and just cut through it. You can do it with a knife too, but I like kitchen shears to do that. This is the tray I'm going to be using, and I've got a couple of cookie cooler things just to put over there so that I'll have good air circulation and dry it out all around. I've also got some parchment paper underneath just in case any moisture or something just drips. I had my pork skins in the refrigerator just to dry them out a bit because we had soaked them, so I was trying to get a lot of moisture out. So now I'm going to cut it, and you can cut it in. I did some strips. These are about little less than a half an inch. It depends on what size you want. It doesn't matter. It's just you can make them smaller, you can make them larger, you can make them where it'd be like little chips. It's up to you. I find that cutting them is so much easier with my kitchen shears than with a knife. So that's what I used. And basically, all I did was just determine what size I wanted and just go through and just cut it. Doesn't matter if it's even or not, because when they crisp up, when you fry them, they're going to be all sorts of different shapes anyway. So I'm going to finish doing these and we'll be back. Okay, so I've got them all cut into little strips, sometimes squares. The shape doesn't matter because when they fry, they just fry up into a crunchy goodness. So now we're going to get ready to cook these. I'm heating some oil in my pot. This is just regular canola oil. I don't have any lard or anything like that, or rendered pork fat to use. So I'm just going to use plain old canola oil. And I've got my skin chips or bits. And when this gets up to temp, and I'm going for 350 to 360, we'll start cooking them. We're going to do a twice fry on these, so I'm going to pull these, put in another batch, and then at the end we'll add them all back to the oil to fry so that they blister up.